What's going on, YouTube? I'm back on the road. I'm gonna just cut straight to the chase. I'm about to do a how-to video about how to disconnect a mechanical RGN. A mechanical meaning it does not have a pony motor, it does not have the hydraulics, you can't switch the lever. It's just straight mechanic. You gotta do it all by yourself. I'm here at a truck stop right now. I'm at a Love's in Illinois. I'm about to go like an hour down the road and pick up a dozer that's allegedly oversized by like 3 inches and it weighs 50,000 pounds. All right, so we have my pickup and you know, I obviously got to disconnect my trailer here. I'm picking up a dozer, not that it matters. While I'm in the process of loading up, I'm gonna show you how to disconnect it. Y'all see me do it a whole bunch of times on my vlogs, but I'm gonna get into detail about how to do it this time. And excuse me if the truck is loud as shit, but I'm gonna talk louder so I can compensate for it. First thing you wanna do, turn off your lights so you won't blow a fuse. That's with any trailer, not just this. I highly recommend gloves for any trucker, by the way. First thing you wanna do, disconnect your airlines. I told y'all I don't have no hydraulic motor, no pony motor, no nothing. So you can see just straight down there, no motor, no nothing. But you want to disconnect your airlines first. That's the first set of airlines, and you got a second set right under here. All right, I'm gonna hit that up. Pull the electric. Hit up the second one. Boom. Disconnected. Now, this is crucial, right? You want to roll these and tuck it up under here as best as you can. So when you're loading, for example, you're loading an excavator, you're loading a truck, you're loading a bulldozer like you're doing right now. You know, it's heavy shit. Obviously, I got this little part right here. So it got to be a real skinny tire to get right here where you tuck the airlines. But you just want to make sure, because if you bust your airlines, you're having a bad day. You know, just tuck it in there real nice. The best you can. Like I said, typically I don't haul anything that the tires are super skinny where it's gonna like for real just go in there real swift and shit. Like just thread the needle goes straight from an airline. You know what I'm saying? Typically it comes right here and it hits this, so everything comes over the airlines anyway. So, but you still want to tuck it nicely, like I said. Anyway, second step you want to do, you want to pull your pin. Y'all all should know how to do this. Pull your pin. And then you want to pull up to the point where the neck is no pressure on the neck. Everything is on the floor. The neck is kind of, you know what I'm saying? You want the rollers on the front of the trailer, right here. You want that pretty much at the end of your frame. You'll see the neck of the trailer kind of drop a little bit, like it might fall. It's not gonna fall, trust me. The reason why it won't fall is because you still have it locked back here. This is where the neck disconnects from. You still have it connected right here. It's a pin that disconnects right here. And you still have this on here. But the reason why we're dropping it is because we're taking that off. Step 3, drop your airbags. You're gonna lower your airbags. And my fifth wheel, it can slide, but I don't touch it whatsoever because I already have it set back as far enough to where, you know, it's configured to pull low boys or RGNs or my trailer, you know what I mean? So I don't ever move it. So y'all heard the airbags drop. I pulled my pin. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull forward. I'm gonna show y'all how it's gonna look in the mirror. I'm gonna drop. That second drop right there. Where it dropped in the mirror. That's where you're gonna stop. So now look, y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm not even on the frame. I'm not even on the frame of the truck. That's fine, you know what I mean? Because you're still connected. So now, what we're gonna do is, well, one, I'm gonna get this ready. We're gonna be using that soon. So dropping that, we let all the pressure off of this part right here. There's 2 of them. Yeah? Some people call them wishbones, some people call them dog bones. You know what I mean? I never really identified it or gave it a name till now. First person I heard say it, they called it a wishbone, so I guess we're calling it a wishbone today. So you got these pins, right? Simple. Pull this out. Obviously, you see the hole right here. This, the same thing. It was just on the other side, right? Put this pin in here so you don't lose it. Crucial. This slides right off. Simple as that. You got a hook right here to keep your wishbone there. All right. Pull this forward. It comes off the notch right here. It goes like this. It was like this at first, right? This right here, that's where it connects to the bottom of the deck. That's the rest of the trailer, right? So you pull that forward, right? Put this all the way up on the hook right here. I normally do this with one hand, two hands. So I like to put this little channel, I guess, channel, hook, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I put this inside the hole of the wishbone. So when I disconnect the trailer, this comes with it. I don't ever put it on here, because then you're gonna pop it off and this wire is gonna come off. And then once the wire's off, you know, you might have a chance of losing this shit, and you need that. So once you do that, get your pin so you don't lose it. Right there on the hook. Same shit you just see me do on this side, I'm gonna do right here. Pin, pull it out from the other side, you know what I mean? Put this right here so you don't lose it. Straight up, it is that simple. Pull it forward, it's that simple. Pull it up, put it on the hook. That simple. I like to do it like this, like I said, put it there so you won't get lost. Get your pin so you won't lose it. Right there. That simple. Yeah, once you got them off, you know, you see me undo the ratchet strap to the wood up there. So now we're gonna get back in the truck. We're gonna back up under there. And once we back up under there, you're gonna see just this neck. You're gonna see this lift up from the deck right here. Because what we did is we unhooked this. This is what's keeping that connected to the deck. I'll repeat, this little part right here, these wishbones, is what connects the neck to the deck of the trailer. So yeah, once we back up under that, the frame from the truck is gonna lift up and it's gonna separate the neck from the deck. See it's coming up. That's because of the rollers on the trailer. Rolling up on the frame. Notice how you seen the neck come up, but you didn't see the rest of the trailer come up. That's because we separated, like I said. I'm only repeating it just to get you guys, you guys used to it. And mind you, your airbags are still lowered. Do not air up your airbags yet. If you raise your airbags before you do this, the end of your frame, you're gonna smack the front of the trailer. It might smack the rollers flush, and you're gonna damage something. So do not pick that up yet. Do not pick up your, so boom. Y'all see, fifth wheel connected to the pin of the neck. You know what I'm saying? Airbag still down, of course. And you see it separated now. This gap was not here before, right? So to disconnect it, it's 2 notches under there. If you can see, I'm not too sure if you can see. It's 2 notches under there. That's where it is dropped into, obviously. So what the goal is to disconnect it, is you gotta lift up the neck as high as possible. Not as high as possible, but we gotta lift up the neck to where the notches is separated from the deck completely, and then we pull out, and that's how you separate it. Now that we got connected, this is crucial right here. You're going to pull this pin right here. This is what separates the neck from the trailer completely. I repeat, this pin with the chain, some people have a chain, some people have just a little pin and it got like a notch you can catch it onto. This is just a chain, you pull it and you notch it on the furthest pull. And you can see this pin through here. Not too sure if you can see that. I can put my finger in there, you'll see what I'm talking about. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it. Some people gotta lift it up a little bit. I gotta lift it up and tug it. So yeah, you see me pull it, and you notch the chain right back in there, and now it's disconnected, right? Almost done. The last part, you gotta get a block of wood. This is why you always see lowboys or flatbeds with wood, because of stuff like this. So you want to get this block of wood, or is it 4x4? Some shit like that. You want to grab this. Yeah. You get this block of wood. We'll place it under here. You want to place it like a little bit further up. You know what I mean? Not too far up, but just further up enough to where you raise up your airbags. It'll lift up the neck of the trailer. I like to do it like right here and possibly have like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the neck, the frame right here, it kind of has like a little bend to it. I do it like right at or right before the bend. I'll probably have like a half inch or an inch worth of space between the wood and the frame of the trailer, or frame of the neck, I should say. So it should look like this. It should be straight. It shouldn't be sideways, you know? And then we're almost done. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna say second to last step, you raise your airbags. That's it. And now we're gonna come outside and look at it lift up. See? Airbag's lifting up. See the wood got caught onto the frame because the airbag's lifting up. And then now what? The notch is right there. That's way much higher than what it was before. So now, all we gotta do is drive forward and you're disconnected. What I like to do when I'm in dirt lots or whatever, or gravel lots, whatever you wanna call them, I like to lock my axles because I don't like, sometimes the bags don't raise up high enough to the where you're just like a smooth coast out from the trailer. The notches will still catch on, if you get what I'm saying. So I like to lock my axles to get more of that little oomph to get from the deck and save my tires, because if I gotta force it out, sometimes my tires will start spinning out, and then you know, you get to wearing the lifelong tires or whatnot. So that's just the struggle of having a mechanical trailer, not the hydraulic. Lock my axles. And make sure that your fifth wheel is locked onto the kingpin. If not, you will lose the neck and you will have a bad day. Driving forward now. And it's disconnected. It is that simple. You don't gotta do nothing to the back side of the trailer. It's pretty much all by the fifth wheel, by the neck of the trailer, you know what I mean? That's where you disconnected it at. So I'm walking up here, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what the notches look like. The notches, they drop down here, you know what I mean? And obviously when you're connected, it's just like, it'll stop right here. Everything's like all reinforced and sturdy and shit, you know? Right here, that's the pin where it catches onto. You know what I mean? You gotta push it right back down there. But when you're connecting back, this right here, you wanna aim that right where that little V-cut is in the center, where I was pushing that pin in. And the notches under here, that's what they look like. They gotta go right in them notch slots, right in those slots. And then you pull the pin, and then the pin will lock back in place, or lock your neck back to the trailer. Yeah. Once you do that, you pull the pin, you can disconnect your, you know what I mean? Everything's backwards from there. Yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys for watching. I was just making this video showing you guys how to disconnect the lowboy. You know, for those who want to get into lowboy and heavy hauling, whatever you want to call it, it's levels to this heavy hauling stuff. So this is just a standard RGN. I'm not doing hydraulic or nothing like that yet. None of those trailers yet. Just standard axle or group axle, tandem, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm gonna go load up one of these dozer. Well, I'm not gonna do it, but shit, somebody gonna do it. And yeah, I'm going to Arizona with that shit. And we in Illinois right now. Yeah, and that's about it. Catch y'all later.